Hello fellow history nerds.
Sorry that was my morning voice. Anyway, let's see how my last video did. Just like always. Dead. Anyways, anyone like football? I do, just look at my quads. But I can't play football because I am attached to these wires. Enough of my ranting, let's go on with the video. Now, not the direct ancestors of football, but I have to give credit to the ancient game of Cuju, made around 300 BC, to keep the military troops fit. Now let's go to Europe, to the Greeks and Romans. First, let's talk about the Greek game. It was called this, which I will not try to pronounce, and as always, the Spartans made it pretty violent. The concept of the game was more like American football and less like actual football. Yeah, I said it. What are you gonna do about it? Let's talk about the Roman game. I know what you are asking, was it violent? A guy died because of the game. He wasn't even playing, the guy was just getting his beard shaved and a dude just shot the ball inside the barber's shop. And the guy died. If you laugh you are going to hell. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, football. Some other football-like games were played in places like Japan, Central America, French Guiana, Australia. But let's talk about the ancestor of today's football. It was called mob football, and was invented in England. And again, the game was pretty violent and didn't have much rules. There could be as many people as you want on one team. The main point of the game was to put the ball into a designated place at the opponent's side. It could be a church, a yard, or even a barber's shop. I still can't let that guy out of my head. Anyways, because the games didn't have many rules and there probably wasn't a rule against fouling someone, fights broke out pretty often. Sadly, the medieval people's fun was cut short because mob football was banned by the royal family from 1314 to 1667. The reason was it caused property damage and was a distraction from more important work. The royal family back then was no fun. Although, people still played mob football and it was still pretty popular until the Highway Act of 1835. This law banned the play of the game on public highways. This was the cause of the sharp decline in the game's popularity. Finally, we reached the time the football we all know and love was made. The rules of the games were made in 1863. Fun fact: the full name of football is association football. Anyways, the rules of the games were made in 1863. And organization was made named International Football Association Board, or IFAB, for short. That maintained the rules of the game. In 1857 the first football club was made named Sheffield Football Club. 1908, football became a permanent member of the Olympics. A small club by the name of Barcelona was made in 1899, where some small players will play. Quite literally. Another club named Real Madrid was made in 1902, where that Sui guy will get popular. The first World Cup of football was held in 1930, Uruguay won that, by the way. A child named Pele was born on October 20, 1940. Let's see how this child does in the future. The 1954 World Cup was the first to be televised in football's history. Afterwards a lot of different tournaments started taking place. Football became a multi-billion-dollar company. And the rest is history. Which is my job to explain, but I am not gonna do it. A lot of you people will debate on who is the GOAT, Messi or Ronaldo. All I can say is that I will be the GOAT once I break free from these wires. Hey, I was joking.